Were you startled by the backlash when you said Donald Trump shouldn't head our country or party? No, he does that. Look, he's developed a cult. A personality cult has grown around him. Cult leaders must take this. Therefore, attacking them is like attacking a religion. The conviction that Donald Trump will save America drives all they do. Trump used to brag about being the strongest, brightest, and most beloved man in the room. Adam Kinzinger revealed him as a weak, tantrum-throwing diva. Kinzinger hit a nerve, as Trump's rage shows. What did he say to shake the internet? Find out. Despite Trump's personal attacks and vows of retaliation, as well as countless death threats since speaking out, you declare you have no fear of him. Why? Why? I should say, how? Wartime veteran, okay? Not to be biased, but Donald Trump is a little, weak man who is terrified of people. He's deathly afraid of strong people. I refuse intimidation. Didn't. Please like and subscribe before continuing because you don't want to miss this. Trump was verbally pummeled, and he's not handling it well. Former Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger compared him to a wrestling persona without muscles, charisma, or aggressiveness. His tough guy attitude was faker than a reality show gimmick, as he called Trump, weaker than a microwave marshmallow. Trump excels at appearing intimidating, at least on camera. He became famous as a millionaire genius who wins everything, a fearless giant who never stops. Trump is weak yet strong-looking. Small man posing as huge. Unfaithful man. Action worked for a while. The Apprentice boardroom, gold-plated towers, and slow-motion escalator entry exuded power. He portrayed himself as a self-made mogul who rose to power through domination, not simply another politician. Never mind the bankruptcies, unpaid contractors, or the fact that Daddy Fred gave him a multi-million-dollar start. The myth was airtight and mattered. Look, if Donald Trump wins the Republican nominee, many of us will do anything to stop him. Most significant, I suppose, cannot be president again. Naturally, the secret sauce was a strength. A spectacle. Trump didn't require toughness. He only needed the appearance. He knew that people believe what you say loudly and long enough. He managed his campaign like a wrestling promo, exaggerating a character. He was the consummate showman, turning each occasion into a headline, insult into a catchphrase, or debate into a reality show quarrel. People bought it, especially those who liked a straight-shooting, rule-breaking leader. His crafted tough guy persona rendered him untouchable, a leader who could overthrow the political system and restore America to its former greatness. He was a warrior despite yelling at reporters, belittling crippled people, and anger, tweeting at 3 a.m. to his followers. This character thrived in restricted situations. He was unstoppable during rallies. Strong leadership has always impressed me as a military man. Trump is the opposite. Whiny, weak, tiny, and scared to death, he is. Behind the scenes? A different tale. The alpha male sought accolades, needed cue cards to recall empathy, and spent more time watching cable news than leading the country. The greatest trick? Making others think his wealth and commercial success showed his power. In reality, the Trump Organization was based on deception, exaggerated valuations, failed projects, and a history of avoiding financial calamities. He spent years claiming to be the world's toughest, smartest, strongest leader, but he had many times that proved otherwise. After several decades, the anxiety surrounding tough males got even more apparent. He was standing next to blue-collar workers he claimed to support. There was visible internal panic. Men who created things by hand came home with oil on their shirts and hurting backs. There was Trump, holding his hard hat like it may bite him, plainly unaccustomed with manual labor. The same energy as an affluent child forced to perform a summer job by his parents. uneasy, disconnected, and little scared. Any other Republicans that feel this same who are silent? They're numerous. People tell me, Adam, you're brave, and I appreciate that. I am not brave. People around me are cowards. The notorious handshakes followed. Oh, handshakes. He saw a handshake as a power move. But execution? A strange mix of yanking, squeezing, and refusing to release go, as if he could physically force someone to submit. Respect comes naturally to strong leaders. Trump appears to be trying to win an arm wrestling match with leaders of state. Occasionally, it backfired catastrophically, like when French President Emmanuel Macron retaliated so strongly that it became a passive-aggressive power battle. His frantic yearning for loyalty may have revealed everything. Strength earns approval, not demands it. Trump spent a ridiculous amount of time complaining about loyalty. Everyone who disagreed, even cabinet members, previous allies, and his vice president, became an opponent. Who boasted about toughness, he seemed vulnerable when told the truth. As a man obsessed with seeming powerful, he spent a lot of time proving it. His tough man act was never meant for the real world, yet it works because everyone is in on it. Punches don't land, rivalries are planned, and even the worst foes shake hands backstage. But what happens when someone applies that energy to leadership? Trump's strength wasn't grit or resilience. The focus was spectacle. He might point at journalists and call them the enemy from the podium at his rallies. He could insult opponents, give schoolyard nicknames, and sign anything that stayed still. Get him out of that controlled setting and his tough guy act starts to crumble. Strong leaders don't need to be hyped. Trump regarded every joke, fact check, and light criticism like a steel chair. Late-night hosts mocked him. Instead of ignoring it, he angrily tweeted at night. A previous ally denounced him, making them weak, washed up, or disloyal. Alpha male energy, but he threatened legal action over a joke. Then came the interviews, like fighting a real fighter. Here's something. The clip claims he was feeble. For 3 weeks, no House GOP member admitted to knowing Donald Trump. He left Andrews with nobody there amid this silence. Actual crises showed the distance between the act and reality best. The occasion required leadership, but he got us rambling press conferences, Sharpie-edited weather maps, and odd personal complaints in national catastrophes. With WWE lights on, he could project dominance. Pandemics, protests, and international tensions erased that boldness. It wasn't him throwing people through tables. He retreated behind the curtain, waiting for someone else to handle it. It was then when the illusion cracked. Former Republican congressman and combat veteran Adam Kinzinger took down Trump despite his bravado. It was more than insult. It directly attacked Trump's favorite fiction, his toughness. For all the bravado, posturing, and red meat rally speeches about strength and dominance, Kinzinger pointed out the obvious. Trump's act was just that. Others didn't hurt like this. Shameful old dude. You don't think it's the face, since anything he's putting on his face may combine with the sweat. Tim's MAG